everybody. It's Kim with Dash Farms, and there's Brian.
Hello.
And it's Friday night, so it's time for What's for Dinner at Dash Farms. It's 6:45, and we are happy it's Friday. That's what we can say, right? Brian's been cutting hay, got his second cutting of hay in earlier than ever. So, you know, the silver lining of every gray cloud, we did have lots of rain, and so now the hay looks really good. We were able to cut it early, and it's been hot and dry enough to be able to cut it this week and rake it and bale it. So we're trying to make the best of the weather situation. I know it's hot out there, but you know, it's summer. So lots of great things going on this week for us, and tonight we are going to be preparing, or Brian is going to be preparing. I don't know where this "we" stuff came from, but Brian is going to be preparing Cuban pork tenderloin. So yeah, we're excited about this. The pork tenderloin is probably my favorite cut of the pork, so I'm excited. I think it smells delicious in here already. So let's go over and see what Brian is doing, and let's get this show on the road. Hey, Amy Dudash is watching. Brad's watching. Hey, y'all. That must mean Zach and Natalie and Andrew are watching. So, hey, gang.
Hi, guys.
Yeah. Tell us what you're doing, Brian.
All right. So we have a pork tenderloin that I've already cut up one into some bite-sized pieces, and this is another one that I'm going to cut up here.
Yeah.
So this one was right at just over a pound, and that's about what ours averaged. I know you can get bigger ones in the store, but that means they're coming out of old sows.
Yeah, right. Yeah. And this is young and tender.
Yeah. So we marinated this in a, I'm assuming it's Mojo marinade.
So you got your Mojo.
I got the Mojo going on.
Yeah.
And this is good stuff on chicken breast too.
Yeah, we've had it on chicken, and it's delicious.
So like Grazed Pastures chicken breast.
Yes.
And great on the grill.
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll just put it in a bag. We'll marinate it. I would recommend at least an hour. I like to do it overnight.
Yeah.
And that's all it is. So we're not going to add anything else to this.
All right.
And we're just going to, you could grill it if you wanted to, you know, whole.
Sure.
But I've been outside enough today, so we're just going to pan fry it.
Yeah.
And then we're going to serve it over some yellow rice.
Spanish rice.
And black beans.
Oh, yeah. That sounds really good. So if you're just joining us, we are making Cuban pork tenderloin, and it is super simple. So Brian has this marinade that we really like, both on pork and chicken.
And this just came from Publix.
Mojo.
I know Food City has it also.
Yeah, and so he's marinated that overnight. You can marinate it for a couple of hours, and now he's cutting it up into bite-sized pieces.
Yep.
And he's going to pan fry it.
I haven't made this in a while, and actually Derek, my son, mentioned it the other day. I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. I think we'll do that.
Yeah.
So thanks, Derek.
Yeah, thanks, Derek. And Derek's going to be joining us for dinner, so he'll love that. While Brian's cutting that up, I'd love to tell you about, you know what I'm going to say. I want you to come to the farmer's market tomorrow. And let me tell you, I know it's tax-free weekend, which is great. Go out and do your shopping, your school shopping. But also, I want to point out that with the farmer's market, it's always tax-free. You don't pay tax at the farmer's market. So
and off the farm. Too.
And off the farm sales, okay? So just keep that in mind. Tomorrow's market, we're going to have pretty much a full house, I believe. Sandy Ridge Vineyards is going to be there, and we've had a lot of people asking, when are the grapes coming? Tomorrow, the grapes will be there. So Sandy Ridge Vineyard, they will have their grapes, so come on out to the Dandridge Farmers Market tomorrow. And they usually go pretty fast, so if you're wanting some of those delicious grapes, come on early, okay? Also, Grazed Pastures will be there with their chicken. We'll have Shelly with Hillbilly Homestead. She will be back tomorrow, so she's got all of her jellies and jams. I know a couple of you have been looking for her. She's been traveling over the last couple of weeks. She will be back tomorrow. Highway Homestead will be there. Courtney, John Mueller, our woodcrafter. Living Kitchen Farms will be there tomorrow. Lots of beautiful, luscious vegetables. We're going to be there tomorrow. We're going to have lots of corn. This is going to be our last Saturday with corn. So come on out. We'll also have our grass-fed beef and pork. Tomatoes. We'll have tomato. Everybody will probably have tomatoes tomorrow. So come on out while the getting is good. Also, Feed Bag Rehab will be there tomorrow. Pam will be there with all of her bags and her beautiful baskets that she's making. Found a Pearl Farm. Laura will be there with her delicious baked goods, her cinnamon twist, and her wonderful breads. And House of Douglas will be there. Fold Farms will be there. So y'all just come on out. 8 to noon, rain or shine, we're going to be there. I hear Brian has already started frying this up. So basically he's put this pork tenderloin in the skillet. He's going to pan fry it.
I just put the marinade in there with it, so no oil or butter or anything. Yeah. So this will take a few minutes here.
Yeah, take a few minutes. And like he said, we're going to have it with over some Spanish rice and black beans, so you can see that's there too. Also, we just wanted to give a shout out. We haven't mentioned this lately too much, but there are a few restaurants that serve Dudash Farms products in their restaurants, and one of those is the Old Mill Pottery House Cafe in Pigeon Forge. That's one of our favorite little places to eat, and I would encourage you, if you've never tried it, that you should. But it's there in the district with the Old Mill Restaurant and Old Forge Distillery, and I wanted to tell you a talk again, and some of you have heard this story before, about our relationship with the Old Forge Distillery and the Pottery House Cafe. So Old Forge Distillery, they give to Dudash Farms their spent mash. They have to dispose of it in some form or fashion, and instead of putting it down the sewer system, they actually donate it to us at Dudash Farms. We go and pick that up, and so they take all the sugars and the alcohol out of it, and what's left is really a very rich protein, what we call a protein shake, that we feed or supplement our pigs. And then our pigs are butchered, and the Pottery House Cafe, they purchase our Italian sausage and our chorizo sausage, and they actually have a couple of menu items that are on the menu there at Old Forge, at the Pottery House Cafe. One of those is called Distillers Fettuccine and Meatballs. So if you're looking at the menu, I think it's under their specialty dishes. Look for that and try it. That's our Italian sausage. We'd love for you to do that. Jeanette Jenkins is watching. Hey, Nancy Kite. And Kim Swan. Hey, Kim, I'm glad you're watching. And Jason Bells. Y'all, thanks for watching tonight. We are making Cuban pork tenderloin. Brian is pan frying it now. Let me take you over and see how he's doing with this. How's it going?
Good. Still need a few more minutes.
Need a few more minutes. Not a problem.
Yeah. So this pork tenderloin, we're going to do a dish later on in the year. It's like a Christmas tradition, I think, for some people. You take a pork tenderloin and you wrap a pork belly around it, and you put it in the oven.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's it called? Do you remember?
It's a type of... No, you put me on the spot.
Oh, no putting on spot. Just curious if you knew. Well, it'll be a surprise. When we do it, it'll be a great surprise. Yeah.
It might be an Italian recipe. But
Yeah.
I can't think of the name of it on the spot.
Yeah, well, that's no problem.
Yeah.
No problem. Speaking of, we're talking about the farmer's market. I wanted to talk vegetables here a little bit with you guys. We're dwindling down. This is, if you're going to get really fresh vegetables in this area, you need to do it in the next few weeks. So just wanted to bring that up. We were talking about that earlier today. And let's see. Nancy says, hi, Joshua, Levi, and I are watching. Well, Joshua, Levi, hi, guys. Brian and I want to say hello. And you know what? If you've come to the market and you know Laura Wall, then you know about Laura Wall's Precious Little Boys. And a couple of weeks ago, they came out to the market, and they were great helpers for Brian and I. So thank you, Levi and Joshua. We still are remembering how much you helped us. So we thank you so much for doing that. So Brian has got this cooked up. Nope, just a little bit longer. All right. Anything else that we need to bring up, Brian, that we haven't brought up already? Anything you can think of?
So the pork tenderloin is like the filet from a beef. Think of it that way.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on the lean side, so you definitely don't want to overcook it.
And it's super tender.
Yeah, it is the most tender cut on the pork.
Yeah.
And some people get the tenderloin and the loin mixed up or confused.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah, so the tenderloin is always going to be smaller. You can get like a full pork chop. Think of it like a T-bone. So the small side is going to be the tenderloin. The larger size is going to be the loin.
Oh.
And what we do for our pork chops is we just use the loin side. In the tenderloin, we have that cut out whole. So,
Got it. So that's a good distinction to make. Yeah.
Think of it like I said, like a T-bone.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the fillet of a pork, and it's popular. We have one customer who buys a couple just about every week.
Yeah.
Patty.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
she loves them on the grill, she says.
Yeah, that is good stuff. Also, I want to remind everybody that the Jefferson County Chamber is having their farm to table dinner. It's going to be on August the 31st. That's a Thursday. They are selling tickets right now through the Chamber, also CNB Bank and First Bank in Jefferson City, both of those banks in Jefferson City. If you have considered going, you should do it. They're really partnering with several of the farmers in this area, Living Kitchen Farmers, Living Kitchen Farm, Kane and Heather. They're going to be providing all the vegetables.
They'll be there, and we'll be there.
Yeah, and they will be at the dinner, and then Brian and I will be there, and they're using our beef and our pork. And the caterer is Little City Catering or Jersey Girl, so they're wonderful, and the menu looks amazing. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be at the Carriage House. Tickets are $50 a person. Also, Mossy Creek Distillery, isn't that what?
Yeah.
Yeah. They are actually making a signature cocktail for the evening. So all local stuff, y'all. So if you would like to come out and spend the evening with us and to celebrate or to support the chamber and just celebrate this area and what this area has to offer, come on out and join us. Ashley Rayon. Hey, Ashley. I'm glad you're watching. Gabby Espinoza is watching. Y'all, thank you. Brian has this all plated up, so I'm going to show you what it looks like here. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go. So here is what we're having for dinner at Dudash Farms. This is our Cuban pork tenderloin with some Spanish rice and black beans, and it looks so good. Hey, Paul Parker. I'm glad you're watching tonight. So that's what we're having for dinner at Dudash Farms. Y'all, the newsletter will be going out here this next week. All of the recipes that we have prepared in July will be in that newsletter. And if you have not subscribed to the newsletter and you would like those recipes, I would tell you to go and subscribe. Go to our website, dudashfarms.com. Also, if you're interested, if you would like to look back on any of the other recipes that we've prepared, we can send you those recipes, but you can also subscribe to our YouTube page, and it is also just at Dudash Farms, and they're all there. Believe it or not, we have done over 100 of these. Can you believe it? Probably close to 130.
Yeah.
So there's a lot out there. And if you go on to YouTube and you see a recipe that you want, email us, dudashfarms@gmail.com, and we will send it to you, okay? All right, well, that's what we're having for dinner at Dudash Farms, and I know Brian is super tired. He's been working all day, outside, really hot, and I know he's hungry. So we're going to go ahead and cut this off, and yeah, Brian, what do we say?
Well, it's going to be backwards.
Yep, here, let's do it this way. Brian says, let's eat. Yeah, and thanks to my dad and Darlene for Brian's sign. Yeah. Thank you,
I'll
guys.
see you tomorrow at the market.
That's right. Bye.